Welcome to yet another Getting There series. My name is Clinton Normore. I am the Associate Vice President for Diversity and Inclusion at A.T. University. We appreciate you taking time out of your day joining us at these Getting There series. The idea of our series like these are for you to hear from students who have gotten where you'd like to get to. So listen carefully to what Danny has to say because he undoubtedly will provide some valuable information. Before we start our conversation with Danny, I want you to go to our website, www.atsu.edu/diversity. A.T. University is a comprehensive health sciences institution. So we have a myriad of programs, more than 24 programs in 6 different schools. These schools have fantastic faculty, fantastic students, and programs in which will meet your needs. Danny, thank you for taking time out of your day to join us. As a third-year student, I know how challenging that is for you.
Yeah, thank you for having me, Clint.
Okay, so that our audience gets a chance to know who Danny is, tell us a little bit about yourself.
My name is Danni Habtu, and I am a third-year medical student at the Kirksville College of Osteopathic Medicine. I'm from St. Louis, and that's pretty much my route. I'm a Missouri boy. I went to the University of Missouri-Columbia, and then I made my way up north to Kirksville.
Yeah, and we talked about your athletic prowess. You know, you're running now, so you're getting ready to start a marathon, run a half marathon. Kudos to you.
Thank you very much.
How challenging that is. But talk a little bit about how important that balance is for a medical student or any student in allied health profession, particularly at A.T. University.
Well, I really can't emphasize enough how important it is to allocate time to not just exercising or getting yourself fit, but spending time with family, enriching your relationships that you've had your entire life for a long time. I see so many students get wrapped up in now and studying, which is very important. You have to study hard,
right,
but you also have to have that time with your family and friends, and also getting your body right and focusing on body, mind, spirit, which is what we emphasize at our school.
You know, Danny, we don't see many African-American males in medicine. You undoubtedly have had challenge. You're one of those that have persevered, but you have done so with discipline and a commitment to where you are now. Talk to that audience, if you will, because there are a tremendous amount of obstacles that historically African-American males have to face just growing up, particularly in St. Louis,
Sure.
In order to graduate high school, let alone be in a position to be a success in medical school.
Yeah, so growing up and not really having mentors that looked like me, can't think of one teacher that I had that was African American or even a physician that I had to really look up to. It was tough. It's hard to really put a point on what gave me the drive to succeed. I have 2 hardworking parents, so that kind of helped out. But I always try to put myself in positions to move on and find the open door. There's a lot of distractions going on all the time, whether it be growing up, colleges, there's partying and all this stuff, where it is important to be social and have a lot of friends, or to have friends and relationships. It's important to just log down and figure out what you're really interested in, which for me, I found out in high school, college, that science is what I wanted to do. Majored in biochemistry at University of Missouri-Columbia. You just got to find what interests you, and just go all in for it. And that's what I try to do, and I try to do that every day, because distractions continue to pile up.
Yeah.
But you always try to find what you're seeking to reach, and for me, is being a doctor, and to keep striving to do that.
That's fantastic. You know, at A.T. University, we want you to be the light of hope you see in the world. You clearly have that mantra, that vision, because of not just the challenges you've overcome, but the way in which you approach your work. You know, you've always, ever since I've known you for the last 2 years, been someone who is attentive to the academic needs of your program, but you're also attentive to being a person whom others can reach out to, and moreover, you extend that helping hand. You said something about closing doors. You know, there's a saying that said when one door closes, 2 more open. And often I find that young people don't have their eyes open to recognize those two doors open. They're too focused on that one door that closes.
Sure.
So talk to us about the importance of perseverance, the importance of failure, because failure is important, and how you overcome failure.
Yeah. Well, sure, and it's kind of funny you say that because I did research before med school started, and it was on what we call a phenomenon called persistence in bacteria. It was kind of a lesson to me because these things continue to survive, and I was like, would joke around, be like, gotta persist, gotta keep persisting. So in my head, I always kept that no matter what happens in front of you. I mean, I had like a rough little patch in undergrad to where I thought that, I don't know if I can do medical school or become a doctor, but I would just keep pushing on, and another door would open up, and it just got me to my next step, and I kept keep pushing forward. And I feel like so many people will get overwhelmed and just kind of shut themselves off to be like, I'm good where I'm at right now. But I just felt that there's a big need for people like me, and to be that mentor and be the mentor for the next generation. Mm-hmm. So I just felt that the more I would keep pushing, the more things would happen, and so it happened. So I made it.
Well, thank you for that. Thank you so much for choosing AT Still University. Thank you for being the person you are, contributing your time, talent, and wisdom to all of the efforts that we have at a diversity office, and to your craft. We appreciate that so much.
Well, we appreciate all the hard work you do, and we wouldn't be here without you. I think we're representing pretty well out here.
Absolutely.
And I think we're continuing to get better and better. So,
absolutely.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, audience, for your attendance in this webinar series. As Danny said, perseverance is key. There's a saying, probably my saying, I don't really know where it originates from, but being good gets you there, being great gets you beyond there. And we want to get you beyond there. We want to get you here first. Be good to get here. Be disciplined. Persevere. You will fail, undoubtedly. All of us do. But 2 more doors will open if you persist. Be great. It's in you to be great. In fact, it's demanded of you to be great. For you to be the light of hope you wish to see in the others. Hopefully we can be the vehicle by which you get that at AT Still University. But if not, choose a school that's going to fit you as a person so that you too can be successful. Thank you for your time. We look forward to seeing you at the next one. Have a great day.